I realized something as I introspect and whatnot. I realized that I'm illegible and incoherent. Like I don't really know how to convey myself. Like my ideas, my roadmaps, my whatever the hell I'm going doing and stuff. Like I wrote down this thing. Like I don't really know how to convey this, but I've got like a thing, right? It's like a clinical problem, pretty much. Back then, a decade ago, I couldn't. Like the door would have like a window, and when people pass by, I would always duck and hide. Same with the door, because the door had like a little window thing, so you could like look through it. And then if the door was open, I would peek through it, and I would always just hide away when someone passed by the gate. And the gate was like what, more than like 10 meters away. So like yeah, it clearly had like some clinical thing going on, and I was indoors to the point like I had like white hair, developed like white hair because I just didn't get any sunlight. So like I clearly had like something clinical going on, like agoraphobia or something. Like, is it like the right term? I don't even know, because like that was just a thing that I did. Agoraphobia. Was it agoraphobia? Maybe it was, huh? Intense fear of open spaces, crowds, being outside. Yeah. So yeah, it's agoraphobia. Social anxiety, agoraphobia, anxiety, you name it. I had it all. I had it all. And so that thing persisted for like who knows how long? Years? I keep saying who knows how long? Yeah, it did persist for years until now. It's a struggle. But in my head, I was developing like, my own thesis, my own solution to this whole thing. I was going at it via principles, first principles. And the first principles that I sorted out was that everything was just like a game of thresholds, really. Thresholds. Like with muscles, pretty much. Everything is like a muscle. You just like work the thresholds. The more something happens, the more tolerance you develop, and the more tolerance you develop, the less it becomes a problem. So that was kind of the idea, right? So just get some exposure. It's pretty much exposure therapy. Like that's always like the thing, right? But like back then, that wasn't the. And I was a kid as well, so like I had to like figure things out in my own words and my own terms and with what I knew. So in my vocabulary, I developed my own vocabulary, and the vocabulary was that everything has a threshold, and that I just needed to find the threshold and then work through that threshold and grind it up from there. So what did I do exactly? I started hanging out on the porch. That's what I did. I hung out on the porch more. So like afternoons, I would take like my naps on the porch. So I would be getting sunlight exposure. I would be, people would come and go and visit and stuff. So I would just like lay down on like the sofa thing, and I would just like take a nap there pretty much. And so that was like my first step. It wasn't really the first step. The first step was like, peeking out the door and like slowly like peeked my whole body out, my head out, and like it was like a grind. It took like months. But I'm gonna skip like the whole. I'm gonna go at it by phase instead of like going at it like the literal things that I did. So yeah, phase one, like peeking and like looking out, and like from there, and then like the porch thing, and from the porch thing, I would like do more stuff like in the garden thing. Like I don't know what it's called, but like the house was like essentially I could like ride a bike pretty much around my home. So like that area, just like yeah, that area. So I would hang out more there, be more outside pretty much. And gradually I would be like be more okay like being outside. But with people that was like a whole different vertical. But inevitably I reached like a point where I would like join some outings, and yeah, and it sort of capped off there. Didn't really go anywhere, and it turtled up again for like many years until like 2025, where like I just started like, oh, how do I go out exactly? I go out when I need to buy something, when I need to. But what if I just go out like without any reason or purpose? So that's what I did. I shredded through my shoes. Maybe I should grab my shoes, but maybe like it's a better proof would be like my new shoes, because it shows that like I got my shoes here, some new ones. My Yeah, it's not here, it's outside, but like my old shoes, they're shredded and stuff. Maybe I could like show it just to like give like some visual impact. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay. All right, I found it. It was literally just outside. Look, you see how like it's shredded? Like the whole thing is just shredded. There's no soul. See? I walked with these like 10 kilometers like every day, like 2025. And the roadmap was pretty much simple. Let's go out aimlessly every day and then reduce the proximity. Like I would always keep like a big ass margin with people, and I would always like do like detours just to like avoid people. So I would like do detours, keep like a massive margin, and then over time I would just decrease it slowly and slowly and slowly. And then it got to like the point where like, you know what, there's like a night market here. So I would go in and damn dude, it was like skin to skin, skin to skin. It was really, really hard. But like I did that for like a couple times until like, you know what, I'm kind of fine with like people now with like, you know, being close to me. And me, I was like super guarded. Like I was so like scared of like, oh, I'm gonna get robbed, I'm gonna get killed, whatever, you name it. So I would have like a little like arm bag thing just for my phone. So I had like an arm bag for the phone. Like I didn't trust myself to like hold the phone or like have it out and about. Like I had it like needed to be like in its own bag, somewhere visual and something tangible and secure. So like it was strapped on my arm. So like yeah, if anyone tries, yeah, you're not gonna succeed. And I had like a belt bag for like the rest of my stuff, like in front of me, because like if it's behind me, then it can be pickpocketed and stuff. Like I have history with like getting robbed and stuff. So like yeah, that's why like, you know, I had like this whole like setup for like just avoiding the whole thing. And now I just like walk around with my phone actually with like a strap on my hand, and I'm completely fine now. And I don't bring a bag anymore. I just like carry my like water bottle and like my umbrella and then like my phone. That's it. I don't wear like a bag anymore because like the anxiety got better. Like yeah, proximity decreasing, all of that stuff. And so that was like the whole thing, like 2025, right? Like maybe I could like show it. It's like on Strava pretty much. Oh, I don't have Strava Premium anymore actually, so I can't like show my stats. Oops. See more of my progress. Can I? No, I can't. Because I'm not pro anymore. I'm scared to like show my account actually. Your streak 5 weeks. Eh? No, I used to have like a streak of like the entire year. Oh yeah, because I stopped. I stopped 2026. I stopped walking 2026, so no more streak. Oh hey, look at this. 5 kilometer personal best, 26 minutes. What the fuck? What? This is from walking. So I walked for like 10 kilometers? Hmm, this doesn't seem right. Hmm, this doesn't seem right at all. Anyway, yeah. Oh, strike activities. There we go. My strike right now is 5 weeks, and my strike activities is 22. So that's like a lot of months, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, like 5 months. Yeah, oh, I broke it, man. It was like the for like the whole like 2025 until like now, but like I broke it because I stopped going on and stuff. But like anyway, point is, yeah, there's like a whole tangible like proof thing of like this whole thing. I'm scared to show it because like it might show some private data or whatever. But yeah, essentially, yeah, yeah, going out a lot, no aim, decreasing proximity, and I'm like fine and stuff. And then October 2025 came, and I deliberated on like a social thing, and like you know just dipping my toes, you know, let's deliberate on something socially, and it fucking blew up on my face. And then I startled up. I reevaluated everything, and now the volatility is like at zero. Okay, I'm just gonna speak in my own vocabulary. Okay, when you do stuff, it's like a spike in volatility. When you spike volatility, change happens because change requires volatility. It's a structural thing. Right now, my volatility is at like pretty much zero. I just go out, yeah, but like I no longer like when people like sort of try to interact with me, stare at me and stuff. 2025 people would stare the shit out of me and I would sort of entertain it or like look forward to it. But like now I'm just like closed off entirely. I just look on the floor, I do my own thing, I focus on my walk. It's like a fitness thing now instead of like, oh, actually in the middle of a session right now. Set duration 59. Oh, it's like 2 hours. Set count 8. Oh, I'm supposed to be like resting. This is a different topic, but like point is, yeah, just like focus and then like I'm just closed off now. Like which thanks the volatility to zero, so like there won't be any like changes because like volatility is at zero. But over time, I'm warming up again to like reintroducing some volatility and like I'm thinking on like some kind of sport. The thing that I thought about like before, pretty much. The idea was like, oh, I'll do this and then I'll do something else and then something else and then something else. But like the whole thing just blew up on my face and I've just been digesting and processing and just like, yeah, processing, digesting, and just introspecting about like the whole thing, reevaluating everything. I went from someone who had like open gates. Now my shit's like closed entirely, man. I have like some strong ass, big ass, thick ass walls around me now. If you want to like interact with me, you need to like really go out of your way and like really stop me in my place and like call out whatever and just like go halt. I want to interact with you. Back then, it would be like there would be like a lot of windows and opportunities if you wanted to interact with me because I would like be like stopping, slowing down, sitting somewhere, be accessible pretty much. I was very accessible 2025, but like now I'm just inaccessible entirely. I do not acknowledge anything. I do not acknowledge anyone. I'm just like close off. So volatility at zero. That is the result. And now I'm gonna like slowly warm up again and then introduce some volatility again. Yeah, I'm really thinking of like it has to be some kind of sport. Maybe some running or some shit. I don't know. I'm thinking bouldering, gym, whatever you name it. Just something to like try out. Something that like has people and stuff. While I continue like intermittently going on my walks and going outside and like just keeping the conditioning up and running because it's all conditioning as well. Keep up the conditioning, keep up the practice, and digest. And eventually, I will warm up again and then try again and then rinse and repeat. Theses and theses into a synthesis. That is a loop over and over and over. So many syntheses have occurred like 2025 and 2026. More synthesis to come. Yeah. But like, yeah, I really don't know how to convey all this. I don't even know how to title this thing. But this is the thing that I'm like doing. What is this? Like my social anxiety, agoraphobia roadmap? My roadmap to beating my timeline and roadmap to beating my agoraphobia and social anxiety. I don't know. And part of this whole thing as well is like doing this 2025 I like posted socially, showing my face more, talking more. Like back then, like literally just like the start of 2025, I could not speak like at all. Could not speak, could not show myself on camera. Like I had like my upload. It's like private right now, but like it was just like me going like hello, and it was like super hard. I couldn't say like even a single word. But now I can like actually say stuff and actually like show myself on the camera without like like trying to dodge it or whatever or like struggle or like keep like a very very static setup. Like my setup was like me on the bed like laying down and like camera on like above me. That was my setup, and then I'll be like hello. It was like super hard. But now easy as hell. I wish things didn't end badly with that account as well. That account, yeah, if that account like just got nuked, man, because why? Algorithmically, it was just mostly like going to locals, and locals don't understand English, so it was just like a massive mess. Like there was even someone who said like, oh, I had like a series of like, oh, I'm gonna show myself daily until like I get better, and then someone literally unironically commented, oh, but you're already good. And then now literally the whole account is wiped. So now do you see like how yeah I'm not good? They just don't get it, man. Simple as that. Massive communication, language, culture, you name it, gap. It was the wrong place entirely to be doing that sort of thing. And then now I'm like doing it all over again and YouTube, and hopefully it's like better. The reception is better. Is it really reception? I think it's just more like literally like a language thing. YouTube is predominantly English, so my odds are significantly better here than anywhere else, rather than TikTok, where it's like a localized demographic, localized algorithm, where your stuff just gets shipped out to locals who Yeah, again, they just don't speak English, man. So my agoraphobia and social anxiety roadmap involves like digital and physical. And yeah, now I'm like, yeah, still digesting and stuff. I'm still warming up really, because my volatility is just like at zero, and like now I'm like restarting like the whole social media thing as well. And it's a struggle as well, like actually mentioning that, oh, I had like a, you know, a social media account like 2025. Like it's hard for me even mentioning that, because like I want it to just like vanish entirely and be forgotten. But it really has been like a crucial point in like the roadmap, and it taught me like on like, you know, synthesis. Pretty much it gave me a lot of synthesis. Like, oh, okay, you know what, I'm like I don't want engagement, I don't want any like numbers or anything. Like some people, some interactions that I got were like thinking that I would be like some big shot or whatever. Like, oh, you know, number one supporter, you know, social media, you know, you're gonna be like your number one fan or whatever. And then like, that's not what I'm doing. This is not for like, this is for me, in my own like pieces and shit. This is not for like, oh, I'm gonna be like a PewDiePie or whatever. That's not it entirely. And yeah, it just was the wrong environment, because why the hell were people even commenting that sort of thing? Anyway, yeah, it's the end of like that account and this thing as well. And yeah, it's just so hard to like mention that, but like the harder it is to mention and the harder it is to do, the more reason it is to like mention and do. Because like, yeah, it really was a mm, big thing in the roadmap. But like, yeah, I don't even know how to title this. I just titled it "My Journey So Far." My journey with my agoraphobia and social anxiety, something like that. And then hopefully, I don't know, reception, coherence, legibility, like just people that understand English, man. For fuck's sake. Yeah. So yeah, and we start the whole thing here. What is a thesis? Yeah. What is a thesis of like going from like TikTok to YouTube? Yeah, it's just like the English thing, algorithm thing. I just want to avoid also like proximity fears. Like one of the, oh yeah, one of the syntheses was proximity fear. These people are locals. That's like their threat. They know like this whole shit is like very intimate. They will weaponize the fuck out of it. It is way too bad. I've already, you know, part of like the October 2025 like social dipping thing and how it blew up on my face. Man, it got weaponized, man. All of my like I was open as hell, super honest. So like my vulnerabilities, my life, my truth, all of that stuff, shared it. It was weaponized, man, used against me. Jesus Christ. Even used against me like at the end of it all, because like I quit, right? And then they were like, oh, you know what, you should even though you're alone, like, you know, you'll find whatever, like, you know, it won't be me, but like straight up just like fucking weaponizing the shit out of my like everything. Use it for like some narrative, use it against me, weaponize all of that stuff. So like proximity risk is like way too real. So ideally in this thing, I just never ever ever encounter or like get any reception or attention from any fucking local, okay? Because I don't know what the deal is with my people, but like they're so weirdly hostile. Well, at least the men. I don't know, the female interactions that I got, engagement, were kind of like okay, I guess. I guess. But still, no, just no. Actually, you know what? No, never mind. But like, yeah, I just want fucking English again. English. Now the thesis may blow up again because maybe this is like the inappropriate platform. I don't fucking know. I don't care, man. This platform is like slower, right? Predominantly English, slower. So if it's not YouTube, then there's no one nowhere else, man. Nowhere else. Well, unless like IG. No, IG has to be localized as well. So like the YouTube algorithm has to be like globalized, right? By default. I think so. It's like interest based. So yeah, there's that. Fuck, man. Fuck, I'm nervous. Okay, I'm scared and shit. That's all. 20 minutes. My journey to my journey with, I don't fucking know what title is appropriate. My journey with my agoraphobia and social anxiety. Uh, Good enough.